Welcome back to San Antonio Living. I think all of us have at some point dreamed of living in a mansion or a gorgeous estate. Well, now that dream can be a reality. For almost the same price you're paying for an apartment, you can live in a lavish home in an exclusive neighborhood. It's called HomeTending, and it's a new trend for renters. Joining us this morning with more information on how this whole thing works is Kathy Cardenas from Designer HomeTending. It's very nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thanks.
This whole idea has really been taking the nation by storm. I know you started out in Salt Lake City, and you're a realtor. And how did this happen? You had a good idea, and it's amazing how much it's taken off.
Yeah, there's actually similar services, and so, but I've put in a little spin on it and taken it to become the largest home tending company in the U.S.
So home tending is what? I term it like house sitting, but more long term with more rules.
Yeah, with a lot more rules. We have a lot of rules. Yeah, what we do is we work with sellers who, instead of having a vacant house just sit empty, we find good qualified people that need affordable housing, that they move into the house, they furnish it like a model home, they keep it really clean, they pay all the utility, which gives a ton of financial relief to sellers right now who many can't even afford to pay their mortgage. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
I watched a couple of stories online about this, and it was amazing because, you know, at first when you think about this, you're like, huh, this is a really interesting concept. But then you see who it benefits. For example, people who are about to lose their home with a full house of furniture. They can take that furniture and go home tend with their furniture, and it's almost like a seamless move, basically. So it's opening up doors for so many people.
Oh yeah, definitely. People who are in a transition period, people who need to save money, people who just need a break to figure a couple things out. Yeah, I mean, foreclosures are high, and a lot of people, good people, are losing their homes nowadays. And so this is a good way for them to kind of take a breather and still live in a nice house. Because just because you hit bottom doesn't mean you necessarily have to feel like it. But even it's not just people with foreclosures. I mean, we have people in divorce, people who are relocating, maybe someone who can't afford 2 mortgages. So it's a great benefit for anyone.
And there's huge benefits to the people selling their home because, you know, a lot of people will pack up and they'll move because of a job or something, and they leave their house vacant. And a vacant house doesn't sell.
No, it doesn't. No, it actually devalues it versus a house where you walk in. People, when you see a vacant house, you see desperation.
Right.
People say, oh, I'm going to make a lower offer because it's vacant and they're in a hurry to sell it. Versus when you walk into a house and you see high-end furnishings and it smells good and feels good and it's taken care of, then it adds value.
We do have a couple of pictures that we're going to show just kind of to give you an idea the difference between leaving your house vacant and having someone home tend it. It's a huge difference in these houses.
Yeah, and they say only 20% of people can actually imagine what their furniture is going to look like. Wow. So it's not just size-wise, but as you can see from here, it's color-wise. What colors will look good in the house? Will my furniture even look good? Will it fit? What kind of style can we do? But value alone, look at the value it adds to it when you see expensive furnishings.
It adds staging almost because a lot of people, when they move, they are, they leave their house vacant and they hope for the best. Then they're like, well, I got to hire a stager now. Well, instead of doing that, hire a home tender, basically, because they'll bring in all their furnishings and make it look lived in a good way, right?
Exactly. And even better, it's a completely no-cost service versus staging that can get really expensive for people. And as I had said before, some people can barely afford to keep the lights on and pay the mortgage. They can't afford to dress it up and do anything else. So this makes a big difference.
So for the homeowner trying to sell their house, if you use home tending, it's basically free for you. Yes. For the person who's coming to tend to the house and bringing their furniture, the price is what? About the cost of living in an apartment?
Yeah, it's about the cost of a one-bedroom apartment is usually what we base it off of.
That's pretty amazing. Let's take a look at some of the homes available here in San Antonio with Designer HomeTending. Tell me about this house.
This house is beautiful. Amazing view. It's a house in Bernie, and it is 5 bedrooms, and it's $600 a month.
Wow.
To live in. So
I'm ready to sell my house and just do this.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
We've got another one. This is a Mexican-style house in the Dominion, $900 a month, 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Another one here in San Antonio. This one's in Alamo Heights, $650 a month with 5 bedrooms. And then we've got another house in Alamo Heights. This one's super cute. Again, a great price, $500 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it.
You really can't. The one thing is you have to be ready to move, though, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. When the house sells, but we give you enough notice, and as long as the home tender does a good job, we just find another property to relocate to, so they can just continue home tending. We have some people who just go from home to home and will spend a year just home tending with us.
What a great idea for people who are single. I mean, you could live in this house. This is a 5-bedroom home with a pool in Chavano Park, $700 a month. And we've got one more to show you. This one's in Universal City, $700 a month, 4 bedrooms. A single person, someone going through a divorce. Who is your perfect client, basically, for designer home tending?
I think there's so many that are a perfect client. Obviously, we don't mind little young families if they have kids. As long as they do a good job. Single people, divorcing. I mean, really anybody in a transition period or anybody wanting to save money. You're definitely a good quality home tender.
And what about people who have their homes on the market now, but they want to use you to help them stage and sell their home?
Yeah, as far as living in a house, yeah, we do have a stager on our staff, so we can just actually help you stage. So if you are in your house and you just want to, get it ready to sell and stage it, we can certainly help you with that too.
So many different options for people in the San Antonio market. You can live in one of these homes and make it beautiful and help it sell. And if you've got your home on the market and you need a little push, Designer Home Tending can help you out as well. Thank you so much for coming today. I love this concept.
For having
Good
me.
luck to you.
Thank you.
Here's the information that you need. It's called Designer Home Tending. For more information on what they can do for you, give them a call at 208-713-3573. You can also go to their website. They've got some great information there. It's designerhometending.com. All right.